Abandoning their homelands, Irish, Slavs, Greeks, Poles, and Jews packed their suitcases and bid farewell to their country. Patiently, the immigrants board the steerage and endure the long, tiring journey. Finally, the long, moist journey ends and the awaited immigrants arrive to Ellis Island. With tickets fastened to their coats and dresses, the immigrants pass through the gate to enter into their new inheritance and become our fellow citizens. Immigrants arrive from all over the world, particularly Europe and then China and Japan. Close of kin to us are the Scandinavians, not only in race, but in thought and ideals. More than any other element do they blend quickly and thoroughly with our national life. Leaving their families and the kin, the Poles are determined to leave their countries and find new jobs. The Slovak and the Poles are among the most industrious and patient people who come to our shores. Even on board ship, they are the most patient passengers, for hardships are not new to them. All of the immigrants then gather eagerly in the examination hall. In the great examination hall, they wait, some with curiosity, some with anxiety, the decision that shall give them entrance to the new home or consign them again to the old world strife. It will be a great despair if any of them has to leave their family to go back to their home country, where they have nothing. It is a serious matter to many a man who has invested his all in a ticket for the new world to face the possibility of rejection. Not merely the dangerous elements are refused admission, but those who, for reasons of ill health of mind or body, or inability to work, are likely to prove a hindrance rather than a help. After the arrival of the Europeans arrived the Asians, mostly from China. Crossing the western cities, they settled in Angel Island in California. Chinese immigrants played a major role in the construction of the Transcontinental Railroad. In 1862, in the midst of the Civil War, Congress authorized the most ambitious project that the country had ever contemplated: construction of a transcontinental railroad. The price tag was immense, $136 million, more than twice the federal budget in 1861. The Central Pacific's Chinese immigrant workers received just $26 to $35 a month for a 12-hour shift a day, 6 days a week, and had to provide their own food and tents. White workers received about $35 a month and were furnished with food and shelter. Much to their dismay, the resurgence of immigrants leads to the preference of native people over immigrants, thus the rise of nativism. This feeling leads to the Chinese Exclusion Act, unwelcoming more Chinese. No European ethnic group exhibited a stronger degree of ethnic solidarity in the United States than Irish Catholics. In politics, Irish Catholics were consistent supporters for the Democratic Party from the 1840s onward. As recently as 1964, the Democratic presidential candidate Lyndon B. Johnson received 78% of the Irish Catholic vote. During the summer of 1845, a blight of unusual character devastated Ireland's potato crop, the basic staple in the Irish diet. A few days after potatoes were dug from the ground, they began to turn into slimy, decaying, blackish mass of rottenness. Expert panels convened to investigate the blight's cause suggested that it was the result of static electricity, or the smoke that billowed from railroad locomotives, or the mortiferous vapors rising from the underground volcanoes. In fact, the cause was a fungus that had traveled from Mexico to Ireland. At the same time, America experiences rapid urbanization because of more and more people moving to cities. The population grew at a rapid pace. Growth of population, the U.S. experienced the building of great skyscrapers in the American skyline. Also, Frank J. Sprague developed an electrical trolley. With the growth of urbanization, there was a huge separation of classes in the American society based on wealth. Packed in a two-story apartment, most immigrants, which were the working class, lived in tenements. As cities grew, so did the urban problems. There was a rise of political machines, an informal group that designed to gain and keep power which is controlled by political machines. With the rise of immigrants, the rise of important cultural thoughts took place. Great theories such as social Darwinism and naturalism took place. Many Americans greatly valued the feeling of individualism. A great theory knocked at the door: social Darwinism. Herbert Spencer believed that a society progressed because of the survival of the fittest. With the enhancement of these theories, music also advanced greatly. One great music was vaudeville or ragtime. U.S. continues to have an increasing number of immigrants from all parts of the world. The immigrants continue impacting major parts of our lives. Without all these immigrants, we would not have the diverse food and culture that we now have, especially in Texas.
Was it easy to cross over to the US? How was it? Was it expensive?
Was easy, but not really expensive.
How was it?
I have a visa, and I pay for. I came by bus. And I stopped in the border, and they check everything, my luggage, and let me come. Mi esposo, cuando él vino, él cruzó por el río y fue muy difícil porque él tenía apenas 16 años y no podía sacar su pasaporte, entonces tuvo que cruzarse por el río, después venirse en el tren, pero venirse entre los vagones y pasar por frío, por calor. Fue difícil llegar hasta acá.
What made you come to the US?
Porque en ese entonces mi esposo estaba acá y pues la razón fue que yo estaba embarazada y me tuve que venir antes de que se me notara mi embarazo porque pensaba que no me iban a dejar pasar.
Porque estabas embarazada.
Porque estaba embarazada.
¿Por qué pensabas eso?
No sé, eso me decían.
¿Te decían las personas eso?
Ajá.
¿Qué más te decían?
Pues que si me veían que yo estaba embarazada iban a pensar que yo me iba a venir a quedar acá.
How did you feel?
¿Ya?
How did you feel when you got here?
Pues me sentía rara, incómoda, no sabía el idioma, lo poco que sabía no me servía de nada y fue muy difícil porque no conocía a nadie aquí.
Did anyone else think about or came here before you, like a father or grandfather?
No.
No? Did you get discriminated when you came here? And do you still get discriminated?
Nunca me he sentido discriminada.
¿Nunca?
No.
¿Y cuando llegaste?
No. No.
Has life been better? And how?
Oh, sí, mucho mejor, porque me superé, pude aquí lograr muchas cosas que no lo pude lograr en mi país, me puedo comprar todo lo que yo quiera, puedo tener un trabajo muy bueno, muchas cosas mejores que en México, pero hay que trabajar mucho para poder obtener lo que uno quiere, pero no me ha sido difícil obtener todo lo que he querido. Y me he superado en muchos aspectos, e inclusive aprender el idioma, que a mí se me hacía muy difícil al principio.
Entonces, diciendo, en conclusión, venir a los Estados Unidos fue una cosa más mejor de cosa que te ha pasado en tu vida.
Sí.
The steamships would dock right out there by the Verrazano Narrows, and ferries would leave here, go to the steamships, and load the immigrants on the ferries and bring them over here. That was their trip to Ellis Island. The first sight in America would have been the Statue of Liberty. That's what they were waiting to see.
Then all of a sudden, we heard a big commotion. And everybody started yelling, they see the lady, the Statue of Liberty. And we all ran upstairs, and everybody started screaming and crying. You were kissing each other. People that you didn't even know before. Everybody was so excited that you see America, and you see the lady with her hand up.
The original title of that work of art that she is Liberty Enlightening the World. That's why she's eternally leaving us with her back to America. She's going off to bring life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness to the rest of the world. After Ellis Island was established, though, she became not a symbol of liberty going off from America, but a symbol of liberty welcoming people to America. So Ellis Island actually changed the meaning of that statue.
And when we saw Miss Liberty, I can't tell you the feeling that we had. We were so happy, and we started to sing. And I'm going to translate that song in English. In America, life is golden. In America, the flowers are more beautiful. In America, the world is much better. And that's where I'm longing to be, my dear.
The steamships were too big to dock here, but the ferries would load up with the immigrants at the steamships, bring them over here, and they'd deboard right there, just as people are doing right now.
The boat was out in the harbor there, and we could see Ellis Island, and it looked beautiful. The lawns, I could see the lawns today were green and manicured perfectly. We were a small group in comparison with a large number of other people all over the sidewalks, in line, in preparations for going up to the clinic for examination. And the noise and the languages were absolutely incomprehensible. That scared me more than anything else.
The moment they got off the boat carrying their bags, they were allowed to bring with them everything they could carry. They'd be finding themselves standing in front of a building that looked quite like a castle. So they'd be waiting right in front of the doors with their bags, ready to enter that building and enter the process.
I am America.
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 I am America. We are America.